What's good, YouTube? This is Austin Sweet here, and you are watching Austin Does Everything. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome to episode 6 of Wrestling Talk. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you guys believe it? We are coming up on the 10th episode of Wrestling Talk. This is episode 6. So today, we're going to go in time. We are going to jump into a time machine, and we're going to go back 3 years to 2015. That's right, because today on Wrestling Talk, we are discussing the worst episode of Monday Night Raw, which is, I think, January 5th, 2015. I could be wrong. Now, why are we discussing this episode, January 5th, 2015 episode of Raw? This episode was awful. I hated this episode with a burning passion. Above all that, this episode had nothing good. Nothing it could deliver. Like, you have a match that has Harper and Rowan, who were a part of Bray Wyatt's Wyatt family, now gone on their own. And now you have this match going on, and you have J&J Security, Seth Rollins' main honchos, as the referees for the match. A total screw job. And then Harper gets the win after a fast count after he hit a discus clothesline. And then other matches included Ryback versus Seth Rollins and Kane, I think, in a handicap match. Didn't care for that match at all. Like, was Rollins trying to get himself over on this episode? Like, I don't have much hate for Rollins, but I hated him back then. But at the same time, though, you have Seth Rollins and Kane getting the win over Ryback, the big guy. In my opinion, that's ridiculous. And then you have the main event be Big E and Adam Rose. I mean, come on. That Raw that night, it needed to have a better main event. Like, Big E and Adam Rose, they were good for the time, but their gimmicks had to go. And before you guys ask me what was the only good segment of Monday Night Raw from that episode, the only good thing about that episode was the ambulance match between Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose. And that feud was actually very good for the time. That ambulance match was the only good match of Monday Night Raw. And then you have the end segment be John Cena Appreciation Night, quote-unquote Appreciation Night. You have Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, the Authority, come out, and they fire Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback. So I'm thinking earlier in the night, I think, Ziggler dropped the Intercontinental title to Bad News Barrett after Kane came out and restarted the match. I could be wrong. That could be the wrong episode. I'm not sure. But you have the Authority, like I said, come out and fire Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback as part of a storyline. Then you have the presidential music playing, and you have balloons and confetti drop down on John Cena. In my opinion, this was the worst Raw to date. January 5th, 2015 will go down in history as the worst Monday Night Raw to date. But I want to hear your guys' opinions. Let me know in the comments if you think that January 5th, 2015, that episode of Raw was bad. Let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to read them. So that'll do it for today's episode of Wrestling Talk. Oh my gosh, guys. This was episode 6. We are only 4 episodes away to the 10th episode of Wrestling Talk. And the 10th episode of Wrestling Talk, I'm not going to spoil it. I am not going to spoil what we're going to be talking about on that episode. I'll let you know in the future. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of Wrestling Talk, be sure you give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and subscribe. And don't forget, be sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. I'll catch you guys in the next one.